All right, so let us do a quick revision as to what we were studying in the previous class. So in the previous class, we had discussed about the various different aspects of crop production, right? We discussed about how and what are the nutrients that the plants might require while it is, growing, or what are the supplements that you can provide to the plants or to your crop while it is growing. Now, furthermore, we have discussed what are the steps of crop production. Now, today we're going to see what are the various different forms of manure that exists, right? As we have seen that manure is the source of organic matter for the plants, right? This is the part from where all the quantities of nutrients are obtained by the plants. And how is it prepared? It is prepared by the degradation or decomposition of the animal excreta, plant parts, domestic waste and agricultural waste to and it gets converted into manure. Now we have seen that there are different forms of manure. So when we talk about the compost, vermicompost and green manure, these are the three different types or three different forms of manure. So first, today we're going to discuss about the compost. Now, when we talk about the compost, it is that type of a manure wherein the farm waste material, such as cow dung, then fallen leaves, right? Twigs of the plant, then you have domestic waste, sewage, all of that. When that is collected into pits, like, a big hole is dug in the ground, and then in that ground, all the waste materials are kept, and then it is covered with the soil layer. Now what happens is that slowly it starts to decompose, and what you're left with is the compost. So this process wherein the compost are prepared, we call it as the composting process. Okay, so when we talk about the compost, it is made from the farm waste, right? Farm waste materials such as what are they? So they are cow dung. First of all, the first farm waste, then domestic waste would also be collected. Okay, uh, domestic waste is there. Then sewage. What is sewage, students? Sewage, or you can call it as the municipal waste. Okay, meaning the waste that are generated from the households, from the offices, from the schools. So those waste, they are collected. Okay, and so it is made from these farm waste, which are collected into pits that are dug in the ground. Dug means it has been like the digging has been done, right? The past tense. So that dug in the ground. Okay. And these wastes slowly degrade and become the compost. Become the compost. Okay, this is the case. Now, during the composting process, this you can say degradation product is very rich in nutrients. Okay, so we can say that the compost is extremely rich in nutrients. Extremely rich in nutrients. Okay, this is the case. Now, the second thing is vermicompost. Okay, so after the composting is done, another thing that we have to discuss about is vermicompost. Now, when for the composting process, you utilize the you can say worms such as the earthworms, right? Various different kinds of worms. Basically, the most commonly used are the earthworms. So when the earthworms are utilized for the composting process, so we call that as vermicompost. Is it clear? So when the earthworms are utilized for the composting process, we call it as vermicompost. Is it clear to everyone? The process is called as vermicomposting. And what we have at the end of it is called as the vermicompost. Okay. Then we have seen the manure is also in the form of green manure. Does anyone have any idea what is green manure?
Plants which can increase the soil's fertility being
Hmm.
decomposed into the soil.
See, there are many plants that are utilized as a manure in order to enrich the quality of the soil, in order to provide nutrients to the plant. So when we talk about green manure, okay, so here you'll write leguminous plants. Okay, leguminous plant, meaning legume plants. Okay, legume plants such as, what are the examples? Sun hemp. Okay, such as sun hemp. This is one plant. Okay, sun hemp is one plant. Then, or cluster beans. So these are leguminous plants that are basically grown. Okay, and what happens is that when you grow these plants, then they are sort of mulched, meaning they are grinded and made into a powder-like consistency. Okay, so then they are mulched and put it back into the soil. What they do is that they enrich the nitrogen and the phosphorus quantity of the soil. Okay, so these leguminous plants such as sun hemp or cluster bean are grown, and then they are mulched and added to the soil. Added to the soil. Okay, what they do is that they increase the nitrogen and phosphorus component or phosphorus content of the soil. Is it clear to everyone? Any doubts up until now? Okay. Okay. You people know that. So what is the last thing you people have written?
Stages of production.
Hmm?
Stages of production.
Steps of crop production.
Yeah, that's
It has been completed.
yeah.
You have to start from manure, right? Okay. You can write it now. Then we'll talk about fertilizer. Done, students? Everyone's done till here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Done, students? Shall I scroll down?
Yeah.
Okay. Done, students? Done till here? Shall I slow down?
Yes, ma'am.
Done, students?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, what is N and P?
Nitrogen and phosphorus. N stands for nitrogen and P is the phosphorus. Done, students? Done till here? Is everyone done?
Yeah.
No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, all in all, up until now, we have discussed the manure. So let us see what are the various advantages of manure. So when we talk about the various advantages of manure, you people only tell me what will be the advantage? Hmm?
It's organic.
What?
It like doesn't harm the ecosystem.
See, first of all, the manure, it enriches the soil, right? It enriches the soil with organic matter and nutrients, first of all, right? Organic matter and nutrients. Then after that, when we talk about the manure, so secondly, it increases the soil fertility. It increases the soil fertility, the most important, the soil fertile. It makes the soil very fertile. Third, after that, what it does is that it increases the water holding capacity of the soil. It increases the water holding capacity of the soil. It means that it makes the soil very porous. It makes the soil hold a lot of water. So it increases the water holding capacity of the soil. Then after that, it improves the soil texture. It improves the soil texture. That's what is done by the manure. And apart from that, it helps us to reduce our reliance on fertilizers. So it helps us to avoid the use of fertilizers. Is it clear, students? Any doubts up until now?
No.
Okay. Now, after that, now since we have discussed about the fertilizers, we must understand what they are. So when we talk about the fertilizers, now these are those chemicals that are used to enrich the quality of the soil, right? So fertilizers, these are chemicals that are commercially produced in the factories and used as plant nutrients. Okay, these are the chemicals produced in the factories. Okay, this is like unnatural. It is a chemical. So it is produced in the factories and it is used as plant nutrient. Okay, it is a very good source of various nutrients. Now, what does it supplies? It supplies nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium to the plant. Okay, it supplies good amount of nitrogen. Okay, good amount of nitrogen, phosphorus, all the essential nutrients that the plant might need. So, all of these that are mentioned right in front of you. Now, apart from all of this, the fertilizers, they are also known to ensure good vegetative growth, giving rise to healthy plant. Okay, it ensures good vegetative growth, good vegetative growth and the development of healthy plants. And the development of healthy plants. Now, furthermore, when we talk about the fertilizers, see, apart from doing whatever they do, the fertilizers, they are very much harmful if it is used in an excessive number. Okay, so when we talk about the fertilizers, so these are chemicals only. So excessive use. Now let us talk about the disadvantage that the fertilizers might have. So disadvantage would include disadvantages of fertilizers. So first of all, since it is a chemical, right? So it is a chemical and it is not something that is naturally occurring. So excessive use of fertilizers leads to various kinds of pollution. Various kinds of pollution. Now, pollution of what? Like air pollution, water pollution, and soil pollution. Okay, these are the various kinds of pollution that the fertilizers could cause. So that is a very big disadvantage. Now, if it is continuously used, it decreases the soil fertility. It decreases the soil fertility upon overuse. Okay, so when we overuse them, it would decrease the soil fertility, right? So see, I am not saying that it is all in all a bad thing. It is indeed important. But the thing is that it decreases the soil fertility and it causes pollution if you use it way too much. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes.
All right, now you people note down. Done, students? Done till here?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we'll keep it till here only for today's class and we'll continue in the next class, okay?
I know.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.